Hey friends, Neff here. Welcome to Let's Battle episode 5. So fun fact, this is now my second attempt at recording this video. I'm not all together there right now. I've been sick for way too long. But I cut the video down, sped up the parts that were dragging. I know this one's extra short, but I went and recorded my voiceover just now, and the second I was done, I realized that I pushed the record button in Adobe, but I had not turned on the microphone. So, oh goodness. So this is attempt number 2. Anyway, starting off with, we're jumping forward some generations. I just want to try strategies that I don't normally get a chance to try. I want to try Pokemon that you rarely see in the competitive scene. And so using one of the elemental monkeys, I never use them because they're basically just like inferior versions of the starters when you play through the game. So this was interesting. I'm always curious why the Pokemon have the move pool that they do. I feel like I would always like change something up, but so this was cool. I am still losing my voice, so thank you everyone for bearing with me here. Not 100% sure why Regice started with an electric type attack instead of a stab ice move. My guess is trying to predict a switch, but that's okay. And then for some reason, the servers for Showdown crashed, or whatever it is. We got disconnected somehow. I'm able to reconnect pretty much immediately, but I have to fast forward this part because my opponents could not, and that's a bummer because this was an interesting randomized party I was given, and I would have liked to have seen how it played out. This isn't usually how I like to get my wins, but I guess I'll take it. But now it's time for some Gen 1. And this is maybe the most fun of the 3 matches that I'll show today. Good prediction on their part. So I'm thinking an earthquake's gonna come in. Although I suppose I could have really looked at my Doug Trio's moveset and known better what to expect. You know, the more I use Pinsir in Pokemon Showdown, I know it's balanced differently here than it is in like Stadium, or if I was going to use a level 100 Pinsir against someone's level 100 whatever. I know things will be different, but Pinsir's not as bad as I've led myself to believe all this time. I also think it's cool that in this battle we both ended up with a Weedle, and we both ended up with a Doug Trio. We get a little lucky here because the sleep powder doesn't connect. And you know what? I know another sleep pattern's coming, so let's just go ahead and let that happen to Weedle. Thanks to the sleep clause, I don't have to worry about anyone else being put to sleep, so that really cuts down on Tangela's effectiveness. I've used Clefairy in Showdown multiple times before, so I knew something like this was coming. So I was able to predict the counter. And paralysis hits us. A little surprised that the Clefairy was able to hold on from the Hyper Beam after it was Swords danced up. And I'm not going to bother to save Pinsir since he is paralyzed, so just let this happen. Good prediction on their part. Really, all I have is my own Doug trio. So now we are going to be speed tied. And this is the part that pretty much dooms us. Whenever they decide to make their move. Maybe they're playing multiple matches at once. Maybe they're just really looking at their moves. I don't know. I don't know. But we lost the speed tie, and that's a real bummer. Fortunately, we hold on through the earthquake. And then we slash, which doesn't work on ghost type, so that was really lucky. We took a lot of unnecessary damage to Gengar, but you know what? That's okay. Kind of help balance things back out. I thought that Thunder would be enough to finish it. It wasn't, so that... oh well. Should have just done Thunderbolt twice. And then here, Wartortle, the bane of my existence, I end up underestimating. I should have attempted Thunder instead. I thought Thunderbolt would be good enough, but no, it is not. So now I just have my Sleeping Weedle. If I would have used Thunder instead of Thunderbolt, we'd be in a different boat right now. But that's okay. That was actually a fun match to lose. Plus, the opponent stuck around for a GG. So I'm all about that. And then this match, I made a couple of missteps, and they actually have very good prediction. Going for the Confuse Ray from Lapras, knowing that I wouldn't leave Cubone out, that's really good setup. Now we gotta reconnect again. Just a bad day to stay connected. I feel like Drowsy is the best thing to let fall asleep right now. Gotta go for this setup. Tangle is actually not as terrible as I always thought too, primarily because it does not have the poison typing. That does actually work in its favor. but we're slow, so this is pretty much it for us. Really glad that we did not get hypnotized again. I really don't want to switch into anything else yet. Almost got it. And then we get crit by the hyper beam. If it wouldn't have crit, I don't think we would have fallen, but oh well. Just gotta go for more setup. It's the only way. And the confusion did not last as long as I'd hoped. Now, this was my fault. I should have played a little bit more aggressively. I'm still predicting a switch, but the switch never comes, so if I would have just been using Psychic from the beginning, this would have, I don't know, I would have had Drowsy a turn longer. I would have been able to move my pieces around a little differently. Now here, I have no answers. All I can really do is try for Body Slam and just attempt paralysis, but we end up getting put to sleep, so that doesn't work out. And then Cubone's terrible, plus our special gets dropped. So this execute actually walls us really well. Yeah, it's a bummer. But this was another one that was fun to lose, I guess you'd say. I underestimated a couple of Pokemon, and that ended up costing me. Playing against humans makes all the difference. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.